Hey everybody, it's your boy LeBay Rome, the Disabled Fragrance Guy, and I'm back for another review. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already, please go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. You guys know your support means everything to me. I don't do this without you. I can't do this without you. I want to thank you for rocking with me so far. I truly do appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much. I want to give some love to the indies. Again, you guys know that with this channel, I try to seek out smaller companies, smaller houses that aren't really on the radar, that may not be on the radar, that some of you may not know about. First and foremost, I have to shout out Shannon Drake and her staff at God Make Me Funky in New Orleans, Louisiana, for providing a sample of this fragrance for my review today. As always, all opinions are my own. I don't give favorable reviews because I may get product in the mail from someone. But I do want to shout you guys out. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you to your staff. You've always been supportive of my ventures and my channel and my vision, so I truly do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Today's review is going to be on a house that I have never experienced before now. It's called Un Nuit Nomade, and I hope I did that name justice. And their fragrance, Ambre Khandjar. Now, Ambre Khandjar is classified as an Oriental Amber. The notes from the top are mandarin and black plum. The mid notes are cistus, labdanum absolute, vanilla pod 02, and orris absolute, and ylang ylang. And the base notes are sandalwood, patchouli, and benzoin resinoid. Now, I have this on my hand so far. And what I can tell you, actually, you know what? Let me give you a fresh spray. Even from the sample, the atomizer is pretty doggone spectacular. And what I'm going to get from the top, I've been testing this for about a week, but what I get from the top is a giant burst of black plum. I can almost, if I close my eyes right now, I can almost see that black plum as a true visualization. It's deep, it's kind of earthy, it's very warm and very rich. You can absolutely see the juiciness of this black plum if you close your eyes. It is truly kind of photorealistic to me, and I love that. Like I said before, this is classified as an Oriental Amber, and from the jump, it is a very ambery fragrance, but it also has the forcefulness that only the Khandjar dagger can bring out. It's like eating a fruity black plum in the desert heat while wielding your sword, practicing your technique, getting ready for battle, something along those lines. It truly is amazing. And actually, being as that I'm visualizing the desert right now, it only serves the purpose that this fragrance sample came with this card, and as you can see, the sand dunes in the background, the gentleman with his horse seems to be in a desert setting, so I can absolutely see this being worn in the warm desert climate. Maybe Dubai, maybe Egypt, places along those lines. I believe this fragrance would actually fit in perfectly well. I'm starting to get a little bit of the mandarin now, and it's expertly mixed in with the black plum. You can actually tell those two notes distinctly apart from each other. You can certainly tell the brightness of the mandarin and the deep, dark richness of the black plum, and they are married side by side together, which is amazing. And I also get the Oriental vibe. It's kind of spicy in a way. I've characterized this in my mind as China meets the Middle East, and I believe that is an absolutely correct interpretation of this fragrance. It's China meets the Middle East. It's the dichotomy of the Oriental flavor meeting the Middle Eastern flavor, and them meeting side by side on the same plane, and they are married very well together. The patchouli does come to the forefront mildly. It's not an overly earthy patchouli. It's not an unwearable patchouli. You're not going to think you're going to a 1960s love fest in the middle of a farm field somewhere in upstate New York. But it is a very wearable patchouli. and the amber is giving it a spicy, fruity type of vibe. It feels like you're walking through the hot desert, but it's radiating kind of cool, and I believe that is indicative of the Khandjar dagger visualization that I spoke of earlier. It's like you are wielding that dagger on a very hot day through a basket of black plums, and that black plum juice is just spraying you all over, and you're getting the smell of the fruit, and you're getting a smell of the sand by you, and you're getting the cold metallic smell of the dagger being wielded in the air. It's really, really an interesting and unique fragrance that I'm experiencing right now. And about 30 minutes in, because I've tested this before, I know where it's going to go. About 30 minutes in, you're going to get a creamy sandalwood that comes out in conjunction with the vanilla pod. And that's a divine combination. It leans sort of sweet, but it never gets into overly gourmand territory. So you're not going to get a cavity from the fragrance. You're not going to think that it's too cloyingly sweet for you. It leans into that territory, but expertly so it doesn't get headache-inducing or too cloying ever. So I can't call this a true gourmand, but it does lean sort of into that territory, but not too much. Performance on my skin, I got about 7 hours. I believe the performance is decent. It's average. It's not above average. It's not outstanding. It is average. But I do think that this is worthy of your time and consideration. The prices and sizes, there is a 25 mil for €39, which equals out to about $46 US. 50 mil will run you €95 or about $112 US. And there's also a 100 mil offering at €145, and that equals out to about $172 US. If you're not familiar with this fragrance, and most of you may not be, and you don't like blind buying, and I understand that completely, trust me, I do, I would say your best bet is to go in on the 25 mil for about $50. Just to experience the fragrance. And if you like it, and I believe you will, that is my honest opinion, I believe you're going to enjoy this. After you've experienced it at that lower price point, you can then go to the higher price point of the $112 or the $172. I don't want to steer you guys in the wrong direction, so that's why I'm advising you. If you haven't gotten your nose on this, and I know most of you may have not, go with the lower price point first, get a sample, get the 25 mil, and then if you like it, and I believe you will, go for the bigger bottles. I absolutely think this is a stunner. I am considering procuring a full bottle for myself in my collection. That is something I'm highly considering for the holiday season coming up, because I think this would be a wonderful fragrance to wear on a cold winter's night, curled up by the fireplace, or by a bonfire, smoking my favorite cigar, sitting out, watching the snowfall, something like that. I believe this fragrance is definitely suited for that weather as well. So I definitely will be looking into getting a full bottle. I think this is definitely worthy of your time. Guys, as you know, I don't give favorable reviews just because I get something from a company. I truly do think this is a standout fragrance. It's unique. I don't believe you've smelled anything like this before. However, if I had to compare it to a fragrance that some of us may be familiar with, it may be close to Nishane's Fan Your Flames. That's a vibe that I'm getting. Now, it's not the same fragrance. I'm not going to tell you it's the same fragrance. It's definitely not. However, if you like Fan Your Flames, I believe this Ambre Khandjar is in the same vein as Fan Your Flames, and you might enjoy it as well. Guys, that's my time. Thank you very much. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I know you've got your choice of content creators out there. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now. I just appreciate you spending your time with me. Like I said, go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. While you're down there, hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified about all my content when it drops to YouTube. Again, I want to shout out Shannon Drake, God Made Me Funky, and their staff there for providing this sample for my review. Guys, thank you so much. I truly do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you supporting my vision. Thank you, Shannon, and your staff so very much. I truly do appreciate it. Guys, that's my time. I appreciate you. We'll see you.